Welcome back to another edition of the new Reset Button. Today's story takes us all the way to Beachwood, Ohio, a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. And I want to introduce you to Miss Amanda Williams, mother, business owner of a beauty salon. This story kind of got to me, folks. It happens 5 times a day. I've told you this before, but this one kind of hit home once you kind of dive into this person's life and you figure out what she meant to the people that loved her.
Thank you to my girl, and my girl, thank you to my girl, and my girl, thank you to my girl, and my girl, thank you to my girl.
Dozens of Amanda Williams' family and friends filling the Justice Center Tuesday morning, a sign of support. The mom of 3 murdered inside a Warrensville Heights home last month. Today marking the start of justice for those who knew and loved the 46-year-old. Police say they got a domestic disturbance call on October 9th. When police arrived, they say that's when they discovered Williams was shot several times. She was rushed to the hospital, but later died.
The family's still grieving.
Warrensville Heights police last week issued an arrest warrant for her fiancé, Tirrell Edwards. He would eventually turn himself in. Williams' family says there is a long history of domestic violence.
A long history of domestic violence. You guys know what I do every time we hear those red flags on this show.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Which ultimately ended with her life being taken too soon. Edwards is facing multiple charges, including murder and domestic violence. Today, a judge set his bond at $1 million.
We begin with reaction now as the alleged shooter of Amanda Williams is behind bars. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brian Duffy. Nicole Versansky has the afternoon off. Tirrell Edwards admitted to the fatal shooting, and this morning he surrendered after a grand jury indicted him. Our Harry Boomer, who was among the first to cover this tragedy, is live at the Warrensville police station with more information. Harry, what can you tell us?
Well, as you say, Brian, Tirrell Edwards arrested this morning, actually surrendered this morning at around 7:30 for murder and other charges. Now, he has to face the bar of justice. That process could take months, but today the system moved one step closer to finding out exactly what happened and why.
The grand jury to say that Amanda's life had value meant volumes to me.
Pastor R.A. Vernon of the Word Church in Warrensville Heights wants justice for the shooting death of Amanda Williams, a member of his church. Tirrell Edwards is behind bars facing aggravated murder, and domestic violence charges. He surrendered to police this morning around 7:30 for the shooting death of his fiancée. He admitted to shooting her, but he said he acted in self-defense. Now, Tirrell Edwards, who had some domestic violence issues in the past.
There it is again. Red flags. Let's get it.
Run! Run!
Is due in court for his arraignment later on this month. As I said, it could take a long time, but at least the process is moving forward. Outside the Warrensville Heights Police Department, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.
Just a quick FYI. The reason you're seeing several different news reporters speaking on this story is I took clips from 3 separate reports from the local news channels in the Cleveland area. So that explains why you're seeing different reports and different timelines regarding this alleged murderer, Tirrell Edwards. And the reason I did that is because each report kind of gave a different twist on the case. One was after the crime, one was after he turned himself in.
Turning to other news here at 5 o'clock, the man charged with killing his fiancée in Warrensville Heights last month is pleading not guilty.
Prosecutors say Tirrell Edwards is responsible for the death of Amanda Williams. News 5's Remy Murray shows us what happened in court today.
Tirrell Edwards.
On this screen inside the Cuyahoga County Justice Center is Tirrell Edwards. He's pleading not guilty in the shooting death of Amanda Williams.
Let me hear with respect to Mr. Edwards' case.
Presenting in a courtroom today before County Judge John Russo is attorney Ian Friedman, along with Amanda Williams' mom, daughter, and son. There they stood at the podium, reasoning for a higher bond out what Friedman says are concerns for the family's safety.
At their home.
On the other side, defense argued before Judge Russo, claiming their defendant is not a flight risk.
I don't think there's anything in his history that would suggest he's a risk to anybody.
Enough is enough!
And he's demonstrated that he's going to come and comply with every order.
Wait 1 second. What did he just say? Rewind that back.
And he's demonstrated that he's going to come and comply with every order.
I thought that's what he said. I got to check with my little buddy on this one. Little buddy, what you think about what that attorney just said?
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Judge Russo decided to continue the bond hearing until tomorrow morning, but did make the following judgment.
I'm going to go ahead and set the recommendation of $1 million cash surety property, no contact with the victim's family. I'll also order court supervised release with a GPS inclusion/exclusion.
Outside family, friends, and supporters of Amanda Williams joined Friedman to express their reaction to the judge's decision.
That does it for the news commentary portion of the show. I'm going to read from Cleveland.com's website. It says that Tirrell Edwards emptied a 6-shot revolver into Williams after a day-long argument that marked a violent end to a turbulent relationship. How are you going to shoot somebody 6 times? A guy shooting a woman at that 6 times and claim it was self-defense. How in the hell do you even open your mouth to even say that and expect someone to believe you? That's enough of my thoughts. I really would like to hear your comments. Please comment below. I want to read every single thing that you guys have to say, and let me know your opinion on what you think about how do we change the culture that makes it okay to date guys with red flags, or to give them a pass, or come up with some excuse that says that they're different somehow. Drop a comment below, and if you made it this far, a round of applause, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.